Don't bring no boys in the house. We weren't into none of that. We was more into church things. We really wanted to be on the dance ministry, and we wanted to be in the kids choir because all our friends was in the kids choir. So as soon as we got in that foster home, she said, I don't want you all sitting in the house on Saturdays because you all are kids. You all are young, old enough to be able to go to the mall. My father wouldn't let us go to the mall. So you all old enough to go to the mall, go to the movies. But the first thing my sister and I did was join the dance group in the kids choir. Because that's where our heart was at. We really wanted to do that. And we danced on that choir we danced in that group for 9 years. Because that's what we, and we danced in the dance group. But, whew, um, did I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, it seemed like I went along with anybody else? I just got a whole lot of answers now, don't I? Go on. Next. You don't have an answer? Okay.
Forgiveness. Were you able to forgive your father?
I went to that house and I sat down on the bed. He came home from work. And I don't know, I think he knew he was about or something was going to happen. Um, I looked at him because my stepmother used to always say that we needed to forgive him. And I took a long time to say, I don't know, because we were really hurt. We were really hurt by my father. But he came in the room in 1990. Yeah, this is 1990. And I looked at my father and I did forgive him. I said, Daddy, I forgive you because because he was dead. Daddy, I forgive you. He just looked at me and I don't know if he believed me, but I knew that I forgave my father because where I had been, it was as if the Lord was developing me then. But I was able to learn to answer the question to forgive my father and a whole lot of other people who had hurt my sister very badly from my son, my the gospel church that we grew up in. Another example of forgiveness is when my sister was pregnant with my first nephew, and we had lost our apartment because they didn't renew my government contract. So we had to go stay with somebody, of course. But to make a long story short, the lady lied on my sister and she took a church directory. The church directory with all the addresses, and they only do that in Methodist churches, but and she mailed this letter to all of the members in the church. She was the, and the thing about it is that everybody received the letter to where I work in the church. And they started calling my stepmother's house. And that's when we found out about it, so we ran up to the mail and we saw the letter because we know went to my stepmother's house. Where the pastor, the associate ministers and everything seen us in the office and asked us, and we explained to them what happened. And the only thing they stood there and said, and we were shook. They said, this was wrong. But I went to a funeral, and the lady who was crying, and she knew what she had done to my sister. My sister didn't want to forgive her. I think she eventually forgave her years after I did. But her husband she's still there with them, and she was like, I went to the doctor and I found out I had a heart attack. So, back then I said, you never like this. Because I didn't care. Because what she had done. And I'm just standing with my hands down like this. And her ex-husband standing behind me. And she said, Dawn, I am very sorry for how I treated you and your sister and what I did to you all. She said, she told me they had to take one of her breasts. I'm sorry if I did. But they had to remove one of her breasts because she had cancer. And I'm still standing like, okay. My husband just said, please forgive her. Please forgive her. And I stood there for a long time. And I had tears flowing out my eyes because I did not want to forgive her because of what she had done to my I stood there and I just you come. And I had tears flowing down my eyes, and I was like, God, forgive me. So that's another point. We have to be able to forgive. It may take us a minute to get past the hurt, but we have to forgive and we have to let go. If we don't forgive, then the release comes in. We won't be able to move forward if we don't. And I know that the Lord, I was able to get a release when I was able to forgive my father from all the abuse that we had suffered from over the years because nobody would believe us. Nobody would believe what he was doing to us until we had to go to the school and he tried to beat me with a piece of the vacuum cleaner. And my twin sister snatched me up by the back of my coat and snatched the vacuum cleaner piece out of my father's hand and drugged me out the house and threw the thing in the sewer hole. And we ran up to the school because he, again, was abusive. And when we had a meeting with the principal, he came to the school drunk and loud and cursing. And it wasn't until that day they finally believed that we was telling the truth. Can you imagine going through that? Nobody believed you. No kid is perfect. But you don't have to take the abuse. You don't have to take, and I know you all haven't even gone through this or haven't even experienced it. Nobody has to take the abuse of you being beat in the principal's office and child protective services at the school the next day. And you being told you better not tell them a word. They wouldn't believe us. They wouldn't believe the emotional abuse and the physical abuse that was happening not just from my father, but it happened from my mother. Nobody would believe the fact that when she get mad at us for not vacuuming the floor, not washing the dishes, the first thing she started doing is punching on you like you're a punching bag or stomping on you. But I was able to learn to forgive her as well. It took me some years, but I was able to forgive her. And probably about 6 years ago, she would call on the phone and she'll say, she'll still apologize for how she treated us. My father can't apologize. My stepmother can't even apologize because she passed away in 2002, right before I met Apostle. So, that's my testimony. I let everything out the bag. So I really believe that's where the Lord developed my spiritual gift, my shape. I'm not going to say spiritual gift, but my shape. Anything else?
Amen.